Today we are going to have our study of revenue of the firm when the firm is a price setter or price maker. In our last lesson we studied how are the different shapes of revenue when the firm was a price taker. In case of competition, when there are many firms in the market and each firm is having no influence on the price setting ability, so every firm will have the price taking policy. Whatever the price is set by the market, each firm has to accept that. But in this case, what we are going to do when a firm is facing no competition or competition is there but it has some control over the market price of the product, then we say this firm is the price setter firm which can change the price. Like this firm will be facing a downward sloping market demand curve. In case of the previous price taker firm, that was not going to face a market demand curve but it was facing perfectly elastic demand curve, and at that price it was able to sell as much as it can produce. Okay. But in this case, what is going to happen? A firm is facing what type of demand curve? A downward sloping demand curve, like this one. Now in this case, if firm wants to increase its quantity sold, what it has to do? It has to decrease the price. For example, at this price, firm is able to sell this quantity. Okay? So if it wants to sell more quantity, what it has to do? It has to decrease the price. So firm cannot control both the price and quantity. It can have some control over either on the price or on the quantity. But most of the time the firm is the price setter, so it sets the price in the market along the demand curve. Now what types of revenues this type of firm will be having and what are their shapes? So first of all I am going to say this is a price setter firm which faces a downward sloping market demand curve. Now here I am taking price, quantity, total revenue, marginal revenue and average revenue. You are quite familiar with these terms. Total revenue means what? The total money receipts are the firm after the sale of the product. This is the additional revenue of the firm when the additional unit of output is sold, and this is per unit revenue or average revenue. Now, price is 10, first unit is sold. How much is total revenue now? 10. Now, if price goes to 9, second unit is sold, so total revenue is 18. So one by one we are decreasing the price. What is going to happen? Total revenue that starts increasing in our first phase. Up till here what happens as we are decreasing the price, total revenue is increasing. Now when price is 5, there is 6 units which are sold. Now total revenue does not change. Clear? After this, what is going to happen? Total revenue starts declining. Look here, when demand is downward sloping and price is decreasing, in the initial part of the demand curve, total revenue starts increasing. If you remember price elasticity of demand, no? The demand curve will be elastic when by decreasing price its total revenue increasing. So in the first part of this demand curve, what is happening? As price falls, its total revenue is going to increase. So this part of demand is elastic. And what is the condition of unitary demand curve? When price changes and total revenue remains same, there is no change in total revenue. We said this is unitary, this is price elastic demand will be unitary at this point. And when price falls and we find this thing that total revenue starts decreasing, so it is part of the demand curve. But it is inelastic part of the demand curve. Now find the marginal revenue. So marginal revenue is what for the first unit. For the first unit, marginal revenue is 10. For the second unit, it is 8. For third, it is 6. Then 4, 2, then 0, then minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, and minus 8. Look at the values of marginal revenue. Please get attentive. When total revenue is increasing, marginal revenue is having a positive value. It is positive. When total revenue is maximum, what is marginal revenue? It's 0. And when total revenue starts decreasing, the marginal revenue or additional revenue of the additional unit sold will be negative. Clear? Now what is average revenue? We said it's equal to price of the product. Like 10 by 1, this is 10. 18 by 2, this is 9. 24 by 3, it is 8. 28 by 4, it is 7. And then it is 6 and so on. It comes equal to the price of the product. Clear? Now I am going to draw their shapes and I will explain you how is it happening in the diagram. Now see over here. I am taking the currency rupees on the vertical axis and quantity on the horizontal axis. So what will be the shape of demand curve? It is downward sloping. Isn't it? When price falls, quantity demand increases. So it has price and quantity demanded. In this case, they are inversely related. We are having normal downward sloping demand curve. Okay. In this case, can I say price is equal to average revenue and that's not equal to marginal revenue? In our previous form, three things were overlapping to each other, but in this case, price is equal to average revenue. Clear? But marginal revenue is not equal to average revenue. At one point it is equal, but all the other points, marginal revenue is not equal to price or average revenue. Clear? So can I say this demand curve is overlapped by average revenue, or we say price is equal to average revenue, therefore demand and average revenue are saying the same line or same demand curve is showing us the average revenue curve. The two curves are overlapped over here with each other. Clear? Now marginal revenue starts from the same point as average revenue starting, but it is steeper than the average revenue. If I draw over here, this is the shape of marginal revenue. You can see it starts from the same point, but marginal revenue is twice steeper than average revenue. It is inside. Now I want to explain you a few things. At this point, marginal revenue is 0. So I will find the unitary elastic demand point. This is the elasticity of demand curve, which is equal to unitary. When marginal revenue is 0, so what will be the elasticity of the demand at this point? Unitary. And above this, we are having elastic demand. Elastic demand. And below this, we are having inelastic demand. Clear? As the revenue is telling us, when price falls and total revenue is increasing, so we will have elastic part of the demand curve. And when price changes and total revenue does not change, it is unitary part of the demand curve. And when price falls and total revenue falls, then we have inelastic part. So on the elastic part of demand curve, marginal revenue is positive. On the unitary part, it is 0. On the inelastic part, marginal revenue is negative. Clear? Now, what will be the shape of total revenue? Here, this is the shape of total revenue. slope, how to find? This is a non-linear part. So if we want to find the slope, we have to draw tangent, and its slope is called what? Marginal revenue. That is change in total revenue due to an additional unit sold. Clear? At this point, what is the slope? Please be attentive. At this maximum point, slope of total revenue is 0. Its slope is called marginal revenue. So when total revenue is maximum, marginal revenue is 0. Follow my point or not? Please be attentive. When total revenue is increasing, it has positive slope. Therefore, marginal revenue is also positive. Here, marginal revenue is positive. Here, marginal revenue is 0, and here, marginal revenue is negative. So, can I say here elasticity is greater than 1, here elasticity is 1, and here elasticity is less than 1? Clear or not? So, when firm is price setter, it is facing downward sloping demand curve which has different values of price elasticity of demand along this demand curve. Okay, so in that case its demand will be overlapped by average revenue, or demand is equal to average revenue, but it is not equal to marginal revenue. Marginal revenue curve is twice steeper than average revenue, and it has link with price elasticity of demand. Like when price elasticity demand is elastic, marginal revenue is positive and total revenue is increasing. And when price elasticity demand is unitary, marginal revenue is 0 and total revenue is maximum. And when price elasticity demand is inelastic, marginal revenue will become negative and its total revenue starts falling. Clear? So in which part firm will be setting the price? Firm will remain along the elastic part of the demand curve because it has positive marginal revenue. If it sets on the inelastic part, its marginal revenue will become negative. So firm is having this area where it sets the price on the elastic part, because here total revenue is also increasing for the firm, and the firm is the price setter. It will set the market price of the product on the elastic part of the demand curve, where its marginal revenue is also positive and total revenue is also increasing. Clear? That is the firm when it is a price setter. We have made the numerical analysis, we have taken the values for the demand curve, and we have calculated the total revenue values and marginal revenue and average revenue. Then we plotted them and we found the area of the demand curve where this firm will set its price of the product, because it is a price setter firm and it will remain on the elastic part of the demand curve if its aim is to maximize profit. So it will remain on this elastic part where its marginal revenue is positive, total revenue is increasing. It will not come to the area where demand curve is inelastic and its total revenue is decreasing and its marginal revenue will be negative. Now the question is, most of the time there is one of the MCQ in your paper 3. So if firm aim is to maximize total sales revenue, so where will it produce? It will produce at the point when marginal revenue is 0. So its total sales revenue will be maximized. So if firm's aim is to maximize total sales revenue, it has to choose that point where marginal revenue is 0, then it's able to maximize its total sales revenue. But if it wants to produce at the point where profit is maximized, it will remain below this level, because at this point it has to decrease price in order to maximize total sales revenue. Okay, so when firm aim is to maximize profit, it will remain along the elastic part of its demand curve, and if its aim is to maximize total sales revenue, then it will produce at the point when marginal revenue is 0, then its total sales revenue will be maximized, but it will not come to the area of the inelastic part of the demand curve, because it will decrease its total revenue and marginal revenue will become negative. Follow? That's all about our shades of the revenues when firm is the price setter.